So welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep part. I genuinely don't know. 4, I think that sounds right. So I grinded a little bit in between parts for 2 reasons. One, I started the boss fight and got my ass handed to me several times. And it was mostly because I didn't have 2 abilities, which every Kingdom Hearts person should be very familiar with, and that's Once More and Second Chance. Second Chance keeps you at 1 HP during a combo, so that you can't be one-shotted. Once More keeps you at 1 HP during a giant... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Once More is during a combo. Second Chance is during one giant attack. So, these are necessities to protect your life in any Kingdom Hearts game. I know, because I didn't get Second Chance in my Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough until level 85, and it showed. And there's Leaf Bracer, which prevents you from taking damage while using Cure. So those are important. I got a couple other abilities here, like like another HP boost, Fire boost, Cure boost. These aren't nearly as important. And then I've made some advanced commands. I think the most advanced command I've made is Vision Fire-Aga, which is Fire-Aga combined with Arrow-Aga. So other than that, I've just kind of been making stuff. Oh, that's not true. Hold on. I got Stun Block, which makes it so if you... It doesn't matter, because I never activate it. It's if you block a head-on attacks, it stuns your opponent, but I don't really block, so it's not going to come into play. I'm trying to get Thunder... I think it's called Thunder Roll, which is a combined Thundaga with a dodge roll, so that's cool. I'm also using Absolute Zero instead of Flame Salvo. Flame Salvo, if you'll recall, is the Shot Lock, which is the R1 attack. And when you do this, but it shoots like fire pellets at them. The reason I'm choosing Absolute Zero over it is not for an elemental reason, but it's because, well, I'll show it. The difference is that these kind of attacks, I think they're basically I'm going to say there are 2.5 types of shot locks. The half being some of the more advanced ones don't really conform to anything. Like, Terra's final shot lock is just one giant cannon, like one giant blast. Aqua's is kind of like a regular shooting one, but not really. But this is the difference, is that instead of shooting things at them, with this kind of shot lock, you rush the enemy. Which, for certain type of enemy types, it is much, much better. Typically, throughout the game, I prefer this type. It really fucks with the camera, which is great, but I prefer this type simply because I find it a lot easier to use, and typically will hit more times. So like if there's a boss and it's like running around the arena, then you won't have to worry about too much. You'll still deal more hits than if you just like shot something at them. There are a couple of the shooting types that still work really well. I know Aqua's Light Bloom works pretty well. It's like there's a couple here and there that work, but it's just more reliable overall is like the charge type ones. All right, so let's continue with the story.
Where's he hiding? All right. What did you mean about Terra being a different person?
Exactly what I said, idiot. The Terra you know will be gone forever.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Stupid or true?
A Keyblade?
Good. Let's see what you're made of.
So this is the first fight with Vanitas, who is at this point still called the Masked Boy, but I know his name, so I'm going to call him Vanitas, regardless of if I try to or not. Mostly because his name, it doesn't spoil anything. It's not like... it's nothing. He's a pretty tough opponent. You fight him a couple times, as Terra, as Aqua, I think you fight him the most. Or, I'm sorry, Ventus you fight him the most, but you fight him a bunch of times as Aqua. And he is not easy in my opinion. Just because he can be a real dick. Like the way he attacks, like he uses magic and stuff like a typical Keyblade user would. But he also does this bullshit thing, and I'm gonna try and show, where if you attack him enough times in a row, he'll just teleport away like a jerk. See? And then he'll attack you. Which is bullshit. That's some main character type stuff. Like, you press square to guard and counter. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, last time I did that, he went to this phase immediately. Like, he attacked me twice and went into this. But this time he seemed to have let me get a few more hits in.
That really all you got? Man, you are worthless. I'd be going against the Master's orders, but so what? As far as I'm concerned, your job here is done.
Don't worry, you're safe. Tell me where you got that! Keyblades are not something you use just to bully somebody around. Here, I'll show ya.
We both will.
Huh?
Here is one of the very, very only times, very, very few times in this game that you actually have a party member. And that's Mickey. Mickey coming to the rescue. Thank you, Based Mickey. Mickey's awesome. He's actually pretty helpful. He'll deal some hits, and you have some combo attacks you can do if you line them up together. I don't think I've ever had him die in battle either, so it's not really a thing you have to worry about. Yeah, Mickey's got a counter an attack that you guys can trigger together. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna do the alright. If he will sit still, I'm gonna do the shot lock. Oh my god, Mickey. Nope. Why did he attack me when Mickey was attacking him? So, this is where it comes in super handy, because Vanitas likes to do his little disappearing acts, which makes the fire one not as helpful here, because at least these attacks like have a better chance of hitting him. Oh, sweet. And then this attack, I like the idea of it, but it's got such a long time between like hits, and the fact that Vanitas has to be right on you to use it is not super great. I also have Mind Shield, which I created by accident. I think I mixed a block with something and made this. When you level that up, you get more hits. But Mind Shield it's an attack we're going to be using again, because especially against Vanitas, weirdly enough, it's one of the ways to cheese one of the super bosses with Aqua. And I think it's Seeker Mine and Mind Shield are the ones to do it, which more or less operate the same way. Just all these wasted hits while he's in the air. No, I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, Mickey's a great distraction in this fight. If anything, that's all Mickey is. It's a distraction, and it works pretty well. I'm gonna fuck up. Gotta heal. There we go. Let's do it, Mickey. So yeah, when he jumps in like that, it's good, but it's not. Oh, that worked pretty well. It's not like a great attack. It's weird. I don't understand the point of it. It's way more defensive than it needs to be. But we did it. Hooray! Max HP and deck capacity up.
Huh. You win. Consider yourself on probation.
Probation? For what? Thanks for before. I owe you. The name's Ventus. What's yours?
I'm Mickey.
I see you've got a Keyblade.
Yup. I've been training under the great Yen Sid.
Yen Sid is Disney backwards. I just think everyone should know.
And I sort of took off without telling him.
Well, that makes both of us. I ran off too.
All I have to do is think it, and the Star Shard will take me anywhere I want to go. At least I thought it would. I haven't quite got the fine points down like when or where. It just kind of kicks in whenever it wants to. But I wouldn't have met you if it hadn't brought me here. You know, it might not be an accident. Maybe it starts working because it's reacting to something. Hmm?
Mickey actually goes and appears somewhere else in the story during that time. Obtained high jump, thank God. And forged D-Link with Mickey. Mickey is probably the second best D-Link to have. Hey, trophy. So Radiant Garden is where shit starts to kick off. Not really. Like, how do I put it? Radiant Garden acts as like the mid-world. Like, typically in Kingdom Hearts games, there's like a midpoint where shit gets a little more serious, and that's what this game offers. It's weirdly enough, it's also Radiant Garden in Kingdom Hearts 2, so it makes sense. But this is the halfway point. So once we beat this, we're pretty much halfway done with the with Ventus' story. They're pretty quick. The point is more or less the reason why all three of these stories are short is because you have to play 3 times. So we'll probably blast through each playthrough, but then cleaning up the extra stuff and then doing more than that is going to take a bit of time. So Mickey's D-Link is the most useful because once you get, like, I think I've pointed out before, but these they give you how to put it, abilities when you use them. So for instance, Terra's is Overdrive, which I assume is just higher damage, and Auto Block. And then Aqua's is Magic Deflector and Auto Life. Auto Life being super crucial. Gauge Boost. Mickey's, you can't see it yet, but his second one is actually double XP. So as long as you're in the Mickey D-Link, you'll get double XP, which is super helpful for leveling up, but not as helpful as it could be. We'll get more into that later when it starts to get to the end game. But Mickey and Stitch are the two like top D-Links, because Stitch will boost your XP for your commands, so it's easier to level commands up. Which is also helpful because you don't have to use the commands when leveling them up. So if it's like shit commands that don't really work that well or take a long time to do, then you don't have to worry about them. Alright. So, yeah, we're in Hollow Bastion / Radiant Garden, since it's 10 years earlier. Can't go this way, this is always blocked. I think Terra and Ventus can explore the most of Radiant Garden, whereas Aqua is blocked off to most of it. I think Terra can explore the whole thing, but I don't remember properly. He might not be able to. And I think Ventus can almost explore the whole thing, like pretty close. Ventus should be able to go down here later. Just for various... It's weird to me. If there's one of the tiny things I have with this game is that I wish once you beat the world that every character could explore the whole world, but I mean, it is what it is. So Mickey did not go this way. I think it's funny, but I think when they all arrive at the same area, they all arrive in this area, but I think everyone always goes off in like different directions. When we try and go here, we're definitely going to hit with a cutscene, or maybe it's later. I thought we had a cutscene earlier than this. All right. So this area can suck. I like this area because it's big, which BBS doesn't have a lot of big open areas, but it also lets some of the enemies spawn early. As you can see over here, these enemies were here when we first got here, and they're pains in the asses. I think they can confuse, they can do something else. They're just all around not great. But they drop abounding crystals, which are the super important ones. They're like the ones that give like the big abilities, like Lucky Strike. So they should be killed with extreme prejudice. And then I should try and get Lucky Strike as soon as possible, so I'll be able to get more item drops, more commands, etc. I try to go for that pretty early on. Other than that, we get your typical soldier variety. These dudes suck. So if you attack them from the front, I'll demonstrate just because I might as well do it. I'm going to do it by accident a bunch of times, but if you attack them from the back, you hit their like handle, and that can get rid of their okay, so I didn't do it this time. I did out of reflex I didn't do it, but they kind of act like the large bodies do in in Kingdom Hearts 1, whereas you can't attack them from the front. If you do, they'll become invincible, and they'll like explode on you, and then I think you get experience for them, but I think there's lower chance for drops and stuff like that. I might be making that up, but it is bad to attack them from the front. It will not go your way, I promise. I gotta constantly keep checking my, oh, I can equip another one too. I gotta keep checking my command deck to make sure my commands aren't max leveled. Because I want to try and level this shit up, but I have to make sure I get the abilities too. I want to have Thunder Roll soon, because Thunder Roll makes it so every time you dodge roll, it's like a thunder attack. Like if anyone touches you while you're thunder rolling, you'll attack them a little bit. However, for like the super bosses, you're not supposed to do that, because when you do it this way, you have iframes. So for those who are less hardcore gamers or still have love left in their lives, iframes make it so like you're invincible when you roll for like a little bit. But I think thunder and fire type rolls make it so you're not invincible. So I just remembered I have high jump too. GG, Nick. Alright, I should be able to get this. There we go. I would not have remembered I had high jump unless I had that sticker. Oh, I should... When's the last time I did my stickers? I'll do it after this. No, I won't. I'll forget. Let's do it now. Probably can get one or two things. Alright, we got fireworks. Rhythm down on the stage. So, depending on where you put the stickers, they're worth either 5 or 7 points. So if I put these like in the air, it's only worth 5. But if you put them on the ground where they're supposed to be, you'll get like a little bit more of a like notification, like a little bit of a better splash, and then your points will go up by 7. So ice cream goes on his cone, balloons just generically go in the air. Got a wellspring crystal, okay. Generic confetti, 28. All right. So with him, fireworks is a useless command. Collision magnet's not great. Salvation's awesome. Salvation is it's a command that Roxas used. Not command, I guess, but it's an attack that Roxas used when he was doing his thing in 358/2. And Rhythm Mixer is a command style they added just for the final mix of this, which I think is at the end if you collect all the stickers for every character. Honestly, it's pretty great. Rhythm Mixer is not always activated super easily, but it's one of the ways to beat a couple of the like mini game stuff, and it's pretty good. I don't mind it, honestly. Like after playing the PSP version like to death, playing Rhythm Mixer, and I was like, oh wow, you know, I don't know how I feel about new command styles. It's pretty great, in my humble opinion. All right, so I'm just trying to attack these dudes from the back. These gas bags. I'll do this one though. Like all right, never mind. If they're not gonna like face me, then I'm not worried about doing it. Like, I'm passively trying to like fight them correctly, but at the same time, if they're not like gonna chase after me, I'm not worried about it. I hate these dudes. This is where these guys are really annoying. Is in this area in particular. I've talked about them before. They're the ones that like swoop in and grab money. I won't hide up at the top of the stage until then. So I think someone else has to go through that door. I think something blows it away. Ventus still might go through it now that I think about it. But everyone else goes over here. I think Aqua and Ventus both go this way. Terra goes the wrong way. I said the wrong way. There is no wrong way, but he goes the opposite way. All right. So if you noticed, as I hit him, he gets bigger to the point where now he's invincible and he rolls around. I don't remember if he can just damage other enemies. But eventually he'll just explode, and then that's it. That's the end of him. I don't know if I still get XP and everything for him. My command style is going to wear off because I'm not attacking enough. Come on. Alright. Did not get a single abounding crystal, which means I have to come back and grind for these, which I don't want to do. It's not too bad, but it's annoying. Oh, come on. Just hit him. There we go. Alright. Go through here, we're going to get a cutscene with some somewhat familiar faces. And then we'll see from there. I forget where it goes after that. I know the main like points of the story, but I forget like the I forget the minor details, like what leads to what.
Huh?
Hold on. The castle is presently closed.
but somebody just came this way. He's a friend of mine.
We aren't aware of any visitors. Now run along home, boy, before the monsters get you.
I could have sworn it was him. Huh?
They're here!
Radiant Garden shall not fall under the likes of you.
Yeah. Leave this to me. Yeah.
Stop!
But you're just a child!
Now, who do you think will defend the castle if you two go skipping off?
But... that boy...
Never you worry about him. He's a special case.
A what?
Evan is right. Lord and castle come first. The boy will have to fend for himself.
Which reminds me, his lordship was asking for you. A heart devoid of darkness, stripped clean of it at that. Very questionable.
Was I not muted that whole time? Whatever. So I forget the, so I know that was Evan, Dylan, and I forget what the brown-haired dude's name was. I always forget his name. His organization name is Lexius. So it's Lexius, Zaldin, and Vexen from the organization, if you did not remember them. Alright, so I got Magnega's all done, which I don't like saying. And then Binding Strike, I guess. I should be leveling something else up. I should be leveling Thunder, I think. And then Zero No, I combine Zero... Fuck. I need another Zero Gravity. Okay. One more Thunder, and that'll be able to make another Thundara. We'll go from there. Okay. Let's see if I can meld anything right now. I can make Stun Edge, or I can make Poison Edge, I think. Which... Nah. Oh, I guess I haven't had Poison Edge yet. Well, I might as well make one. Oh, I do need 3 Abounding Crystals. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright. So these are like the more rare ones. Let me look at a guide just to make sure I get, because I don't want to waste these. Let's do KH, BBS, Command Melding. Good. There's a bunch of different websites for this. I know there was an app I had that you could like input any 2 commands and it would tell you what they made. It's not too hard to find the information. It's out there. Poison Edge. If you combine Strike Raid level 2 and Poison level 2, if I use an Abounding Crystal, I'll get Link Prize Plus, which is not super worth it. If I do a Fleeting Crystal, I'll get Attack Haste, which I don't have any yet, so I'll do that. I don't have any Fleeting Crystals. Alright, never mind. If I do a Soothing Crystal, I'll get HP boost, which I think I can handle 1 more, so I'll do that. So that should be my last HP boost I need. And I'll get rid of one of the Thunders for that. And then, let me see, let me just check, but I think Thundara should be able to make it. If I combine 2 Thundaras to make Thundaga. Let's see. Thundara level 3 plus level 3. If I do Abounding Crystal, I'll get XP Chance, which I think increases my XP when I'm below a certain health, which isn't too bad. If I combine Thunder with Thundara, I'll get Link Prize Plus, which is not great. Let's see where I can get, where can I get Lucky Strike? Oh, here we go. If I combine Zero Gravity level 2 and Magnet level 2 to make Thundara, I can get Lucky Strike with that, which seems to be the fastest way. So I'll go real quickly, because I don't see any Moogles here. I forget where it is in this level. It's later in the level. I'm just going to zone out for a bit. Because getting Lucky Strike earlier would be super beneficial. So that's Zero Gravity and Magnet. Okay, so let's do here. This is a pretty fast one. Sorry, I'm interrupting the flow of things, but I'm just trying to make things easier. The sooner you get Lucky Strike, the better. It's just a fact. So I'm going to get 3 Zero Gravity. I already had 2, damn it. And I'll get 3 of these. Okay. should be able to equip 2 of them. Get rid of that thunder. And put 0 gravity, and then I think I still need these. This one's almost done though, so I'll just wait until the next maxed out one, and then I'll pop in magnet. It'll go pretty quickly. You shouldn't have to worry about it. The level 1 magic commands level up super fast, so I'm not too worried about it. All right. Oh, that's a mistake. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I was gonna say I have nowhere to zone in. That's something I should have been more prepared for. Okay. So onwards and outwards. I still don't have I haven't maxed out my magic haste, which is why it takes so fucking long for Kiraga to work. At this point in the game, it's better to have Kira because it's got less time to load and its heals about the same. You just don't have that much HP. But I'm just trying to level it up for the ability. I forget what ability I have on it, but it's important. I know this. That's all. I don't know many things in this world, but I know the things I did last time were important. So the downside of leveling up is that it does make the regular enemies a little bit easier, which, I mean, it's not bad, but the fact that the bosses are still a pain in the ass is what really gets me. It's all about, it's because I'm uncritical, though. Like, if I was just, like, doing a more regular run, I wouldn't need to grind as much. I wouldn't need to. I probably still would, but I mean, it's just one of those things. You just gotta do it. You don't have to either. I just kind of want to. I'm not one of those people who it's like, oh, level 1 run. Oh, with all this. It's like, no, I want more power and I want it now. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and I unlocked the first level of my finisher too. So that's not what I want to do. I hate not having magnetic. That's awful. I hated no. So I unlocked the first level of my finisher, which is what you get when you don't activate a command style. I think I'm on the first level, so it's Air Flare level 1. You can custom name them in the finish screen. So I did that. Yeah, it sucks that you cannot kill these dudes once they start running around. Oh, maybe you can. Okay, knocked down where I didn't want to be. Maybe you can if you hit them just right when they're rolling. I've never been able to do it, so I just assume they're immune to damage at that point. So those things can poison because they're extra stupid and annoying. Alright. Oh, still someone here. Of course it is. Oh god, you're the worst. At least you can hit them to the ground. Just triggered another one, damn it. This is not my idea. This is not my plan. There we go. Alright, Thundara is fully leveled. I saw 0 gravity went to level 2, so I should be able to swap that out soon. I just want Lucky Strike. I need my fix, man. Sounds like I want Lucky Strike cigarettes, which is not what I want. I just want to make that very clear. Thundara. So I have Finish Boost maxed out, which is nice. Let's throw in Magnets. Let's throw you out for another one. And then that should level up on its own. Alright. They do happen really quick. I think at this point in the story, these give pretty good CP, which is command points, as opposed to XP. And onward. I think it went this way. There's usually a cutscene for it. But maybe, oh, you know what? It didn't go this way. Okay, good. I was starting to think I fought those enemies for no reason, but I think I had to go back this way anyway. I always forget the path that each one takes, but I think Aqua's goes through that door, whereas Ventus's goes through the middle main square, I think. So I think Fission Fire-Aga is supposed to be like fire. It homes in a little bit better, which is why you combine it with Arrow. But I don't know what it does beyond that. I know there's Fission Fire-Aga, there's Crawling Fire-Aga, which combines Stopka with fire.
Dare you? Back off, you fiend! Whoa, you'll not be getting my money.
Look out!
Aye, I will! Hold on. Wait a moment, laddie. Don't I even get a chance to repair you?
Oh, you don't have to.
Now just hold your horses. I didn't mean the fortune. Maybe a wee bit of gold or a small token of...
Well, could you make it fast?
I know. I've just the thing in my hat. Come here. You can tell me, lad, you came here from another world, didn't you? Don't worry, my bill is sealed. Your secret's safe with me. I'll not be asking you any awkward questions. You see, 'tis the same with me. I asked a wizard named Merlin to bring me here from another world. After all, adventure is the mother of industry, eh? Eh?
Great. That all?
Ugh, but I'm holding you up, lad, eh? Here, these are lifetime passes to Disney Town. You'll have buckets of fun there, or my name is not Scrooge McDuck. There you are. Enough for you and 2 grown-ups.
Huh.
So this is what we need to get to the next world, which is not. I think you could skip the world, if I'm not mistaken, but that's to get to Disney Town. I fucking love Scrooge, and I think that for the next game they need to have David Tennant voice
Hang it
Scrooge.
all! Can't I get a moment's peace?
Mister, get inside. It's not safe out here.
Oh, ordering me about. Now that's unsafe. After all, I'm Merlin, the wizard. Oh, another scamp looking to wake the powers inside him. Is that it?
What? How'd you know?
We wizards have a knack for knowing such things. The book is inside on the table. You may have a gander if you like.
What book?
So this is Merlin shoehorning. This is supposed to be the square. I think this is supposed to be the same house that he has. It's just very obviously this is not the square where you see him in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, there's so much more going on. It wasn't up against a wall quite yet. I assume it's supposed to be the same one. I don't know. Maybe Merlin just had more houses. I don't know. I think this is the map, which is disappointing. Again, cannot stress this enough. Do not put goddamn maps in the giant chest. It's not worth it. Put them in a different colored chest. I don't care what you have to do. Just don't tell me I'm going to have some big treasure and then give me a fucking map. It's the worst thing about this game. And Kingdom Hearts 2. So that unlocks the command board for 100 Acre Wood, which is actually a quick one. Oh, here's a real treasure. Hey, block recipe. Next to useless, because there's like 3 different block commands, so that's cool. Yeah, so that's the shoehorned version of Merlin and Scrooge in here. Not shoehorned. That implies negative connotation. I just, they both come in really quick, so it feels weird to me. Alright, moving on. This is actually one of the longer levels. This one, it goes somewhat quick. I think this and Neverland go kind of long, but not like overly, like it's not like a crazy amount. It's just like, it's probably enough for just one part, just to be in this level. But it makes sense, because like I said, it's the midway point, so gotta do what you gotta do. I think Lazar is fully leveled up. High jumps does not matter, really. I think the more you level up high jump, then it's gonna shock you, the higher you jump. But I'm not 100% sure. So it should make platforming a little easier soon. I believe the treasure pots in this game, like the other ones, are supposed to be here. I don't remember if you have to kill these things first. Think you do? I'm not sure. These ones, in my opinion, are a lot more dangerous than their fire counterparts too, like the ones that I've encountered up until now. Yep, here they are. Let's get this done. I would like items, please. This is not the most effective use to attack them, but kind of is. I think if I defeat them, I can add them to the Unversed channel. I think I have to defeat at least one. Let's just... Oh, damn it, I missed it. Alright. That's okay. I got plenty of items. I got... soy milk and Woogle coffee. And rocket soda. So one of these is the rare material, so at least I got that. And then... I don't have the report for them, but alright, I want to do the command deck. So much to do! Alright, Bazaar is done, which is nice. I can add another zero gravity. Just do another one, and then magnets. And then I think I can meld them now. So let's do zero gravity, magnets. Oh, can I make something new? Yeah, I can, but that's obvious. And then a bounding crystal. Give me Lucky Strike, yes. And then I don't have any more magnets, so I can't do that right away. But let's take out one of these. I needed more Thundaras anyway, so that works. Alright. So that's our first Lucky Strike, which is going to greatly help things. I hope, anyway. Alright. This is actually not how you're supposed to get through this area. Like, running along the ground is not the proper way. You can jump on these little spouts. I don't know why. I don't know why this is a thing, but... Oh, fuck. I thought it gave me a boost. Oh, God. I'm used to having some sort of, like, air maneuverability, but I don't. I'm just kind of rocking it for now. I don't have glide, I don't have air slide. I don't like these, what do you call them, egg timer looking things, because they can cast stop on you, which is not fun. I need glide to get you, so I'll leave you. I don't have you, I can't get that yet. Oh, you can jump midway through the stream. I don't think you had to jump at the bottom, that's weird. You'd hear me clench up, as I wasn't sure if I was going to make that. Alright. Got everything. Thank you. Oh, I got a fleeting crystal too, which is nice. I can start doing more of the hastes. Those aren't that rare of a drop. I don't know why I don't have any. It must be like one specific enemy type, and I just haven't been finding them. I know the time guys drop it, obviously, because they're like time-based, and it's like a speed command type thing, where it's like magic haste and all that. I think magic haste is more important than attack haste. They give you 5 different chances to do it, but there's just so many more magic commands than there are attack commands, where I think it ends up being a lot more useful. Especially when you unlock the high-level stuff like Mega Flare and other ones like that. Mega Flare is good. Salvation uses it. Actually, I think Salvation's an attack type, so maybe for Ventus the attacks are better. Actually, maybe I'm talking on my ass. I think maybe the attack haste is more important for Ventus and Terra, but for Aqua, magic is much more important. I mean, it shouldn't matter. You should get maxed out for both of them, but I think for leveling, magic is more important because you have there's a lot more like magic commands that you're melding together. Like right now, my command list is like all magic. It's just easier to level them together. And attack commands are, I think they're basically unlocked like every couple levels. Like those you can't really grind for. A lot of them are unique. Although I think Ventus can because he has like 7 different strike raid variants. Like he can unlock wind raid, treasure raid. There's like a bunch of them. But whereas other people only get like strike raid and then maybe like one more. So I guess I sort of could if I had more strike raids. Maybe I should. I should invest in that. Alright. Can you just like sit still? I don't ask for much in this world. Hey, another abounding crystal. That'll be helpful. And I fucked this one up too. Alright. Coming up is a boss, but also the area that you're supposed to do, and not supposed to, but like the only effective area to do endgame grinding, which I could start as early as like next level if I grind the commands for it. All you need is Mega Flare, and I think that you need Mega Flare and you need XP Chance, which is the XP boost when your HP is like in danger. So I could get it pretty soon. I'm not going to, but that's like place where you're supposed to try and get levels later on.
Ven, Terra, Aqua.
Now, it wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts game without some form of armor. Except for Kingdom Hearts 2, but, you know. still. So this is I think this is called Trinity Armor. Honestly, a pretty easy fight. It works similar to the way guard armor works in Kingdom Hearts 1, where you can attack pieces of them. You gotta start off with your shot lock, though. I mean, come on, look at how powerful it is. And he's such a big target too, so like the down strikes like this one are just so much more effective. Probably, I'm trying to target all of them too. Like I don't want to like accidentally just target one part of them. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we beat one of them. I don't know which part, but we beat one of them. This one's next. There we go. And the last part is always the head. The head has some really bullshit attacks, like this one, that you can pretty much guard against. But this one sucks too. So he's gonna do a giant blast and like hit the whole arena like in a circle. I think it's easy enough to dodge. You can just like wail on him in the middle. But this fight, this isn't the hardest version of this fight. He's at the end of one of the Mirage Arena bosses, because most of them bring back old bosses, and I think he's much more difficult than that one. Hey, had a lot of help from my 2 party members and my over-leveled shot lock. I find him to be much easier than Vanitas by a long shot.
Ben, now, come on!
Got him.
We make a good team.
Sure do. Oh yeah, I got you these tickets.
For what?
Lifetime passes to Disney Town. He said to take 2 grown-ups.
You mean us? Listen to me, Ven. We need to get you home.
It's okay, Aqua. Trust me, that guy in the mask is history. He'll never badmouth Terra again.
You saw the boy in the mask?
Yes?
Vanitas. Ven, you let Aqua take you home.
No way! I want to go with you guys.
You can't. We have a dangerous task ahead of us. I don't want you to get hurt.
And what is this dangerous task, Terra? It doesn't sound like what the Master told you to do.
It might be a different route, but I'm fighting the darkness.
I'm not so sure. I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done. You shouldn't put yourself so close to the darkness.
Listen to yourself, Aqua. Terra would never...
You mean you've been spying on me? Is that what he said to do? The Master's orders?
He was only...
Aqua...
I get it.
Terra!
Just stay put! I'm on my own now, all right?
Terra, please, listen! The Master has no reason to distrust you, really. He was just worried.
You're awful, Aqua.
So now you know the truth. But the Master loves Terra. And you know that too.
Were you also ordered to take me home? Aqua, now that you're a Keyblade Master, you've let it go to your head. I'm gonna go find Terra.
So a lot of people have blamed some of the events of Birth by Sleep on Aqua for that moment in which Terra was finally trying to ask his friends for help again, and Aqua just gets snippy with him. And it's like, that doesn't sound like what the Master told you to do. I don't subscribe to that. I feel like Terra backed down a little bit too easy, and I feel like Aqua didn't put up much of a defense and say like, no, Terra, but that was Until the end of the game, that is the last time the three of them are in the same spot. Which is depressing. I like the dynamic the three of them have. I think they should have had another fight together, in my opinion. I think there should have been more bonding time between the three of them. Because I understand why they did it, but you kind of get introduced to these three characters, and you're just told they're friends, which is fine. I can suspend my disbelief for that. But then you don't really have that many moments between them. You have a few here and there, like especially like the beginning of the game and stuff, but I feel like it would have been more effective to have more moments like that one, where the three of them are actually together and doing stuff, but it's still fun. I still really, really love this game. I think every time one of the main characters does something stupid, and you're like, why would you do that? Then later on, there's like a redeeming moment for them that like endears you to them. Like, I don't think any of the three characters are bad, which is impressive for a game starring three main characters. Like, how do I put it? Like, so, the best thing I can compare it to modernly is Nier Automata. Whereas you control 2B, 9S, and A2. And I genuinely didn't think A2 was as good as the other two. I thought the third character was the weakest. But she had her moments, but I was never, like, too much in her corner, if that makes sense. Whereas in this game, I genuinely feel for Terra, Ventus, and Aqua through their troubles and their strikes. The game does another good job of that in 3D, where it actually makes you care equally about Riku and Sora. Whereas up until that game, I didn't give a fuck about Riku because of the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. I was just kind of like, yeah, he was a real dick in that game. And then 2, sort of, I was like, alright, he's not that bad, but I've still got my eye on this Riku fella. But it, 3D really, really makes you care about Riku, so it's kind of the same deal, where I think the writing in the game did get better. If not the overall story, the convoluted mess that it is, then the moment-to-moments and stuff like that, because somehow I care about Riku now, and somehow I care about all three of these characters, so they did a good job. Same with 358/2. Very limited experience with the characters, but it still makes you care for Axel, Roxas, and Xion. So totally worth it. I guess I'll start leveling Stop up. Stop is useful for some commands. Actually, I might have to meld another Thunder. Yep. Okay. I'll go with you and you. And give me another Lucky Strike. There we go. Cool. That's 2. It takes a little longer for Thundar to level up. I think it might take longer for that to level up than the other ones, but I'm not sure. Alright. Moving on. Oh, great. It's one of those things that's just part of the gameplay of this. I can't get mad at it because I know why it does it. But I hate that when I pause and like mess with my commands, it resets all of them, and then I'll get into a battle and have no commands. I hate that it happens, but I understand why it happens, so it's not like... Because, I mean, you're resetting all of your commands, of course you're going to reset, like, the timers, otherwise it would be kind of easy to cheese that. Like, you could kind of just mess around with it and just, like, put high-level commands in and then just pop them. And, like, ones that take, like, 30 seconds or so to recharge, you just, you know, press pause and reload them that way in between battles. So I get it, but it's just mildly annoying. I don't know if I get a Keyblade from this level, now that I think about it, because I'm still using the one from, I'm still using the first Keyblade I got, because I think Treasure Trove is better than Fairy Stars and Stroke of Midnight. But it still feels weird to me. Alright, any more of you guys? Probably not. I think they only spawn once per level, but I'm not sure. Yeah. That is confirmed. Okay. Alright, so I think we have a little bit more to do. Wow, this level is... I think Ventus might have... No. Ventus and Terra have a long time here. I think Aqua's is medium. Like, she's not here for too long. She kind of... She comes here, she chases down that piece just like Ventus and Terra do. Like her piece of the Trinity armor. But then I think after this, she's more or less... No, she's not. I'm sorry. I think... While Ventus is finding Terra, Aqua has a boss fight, and Terra also has a boss fight around this time. Never mind, it's long for everyone.
Run!
So that was our our dear friend Lexian, who I can't remember his real name either, but him and or Zexion and Lexius, which are both from from Chain of Memories. So they're not like, if you didn't really play too far into Chain of Memories, then you don't recognize those two. I think they're way more prevalent in Riku's story. And then there's, I'm trying to remember. They definitely show the original 8 organization members in this game, but they don't show they don't show Marluxia, they don't show Luxord, they don't show what's her name? I can't remember the girl's name. It's gonna drive me crazy now. Larxene. Yeah, they don't show her. They don't show who's number 10. Demyx. So all of the ones who were in Kingdom Hearts 2 for the most part, and Kingdom Hearts 2, and then Marluxia and Larxene, they don't really show in this game because they joined after the events of this game. Oh my god, guys, come on! When I fully level it, I want to equip the Magnega again because it's just such a great ability, like fantastic. I hate fighting these guys, I really do. They're just not fun to fight, especially in groups. The fucking worst. Alright, who's next? Oh, more of you? Fantastic. If I had Magnet, like a fully leveled one, it wouldn't be too bad, but I don't, so here we are. Come on. That worked. That actually worked pretty well. Hey! I'll take it.
Ienso, where are you? Answer me! Ah, there you are. Didn't I warn you not to wander off, child? I see we owe you our thanks. We have done our best to raise the boy, since his poor parents are not here to do it.
Oh, you're on your own, huh? Sir, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's a tall guy dressed kinda like me. Have you seen him?
Perhaps I did see him in the Outer Gardens. Just follow this road.
Thank you.
No, thank you for keeping Ienso out of harm's way. And, well, let's say, I have a feeling we are destined to cross paths again.
That would be such a more poignant moment, if not for his super blocky hands. Which is weird, because the main characters don't have blocky hands. Reversal. It's a pretty good command. Yeah, look at that. That's like a normal-ish hand. It looks like there's individual fingers, I guess, whatever. Reversal's pretty cool, because I think it lets you do it now. It's a full-on move. Okay. If you lock onto an enemy and press square as they attack, instead of guarding, you'll whiz behind them, which is pretty neat. You ready? You? Oh, I guess I can combine another 2. I think that should be all of them, right? I think I have an extra 0 gravity, but that's fine. And then abounding. One more Lucky Strike. There we go. I think Lucky Strike for most of the abilities is pretty high leveled up. I think I have to max out Thunder to do this one. What can I combine 0 gravity with? Thunder? Get 0 Gravira. Sure, why not? Do Fleeting, give me Magic Haste. Yes, there we go. Not too shabby. I really wish there was a way to sort it so they would put your newest commands on the top, but they don't, and that bothers me a little bit. Wishful thinking. Okay. I don't have a magnet anymore, which bothers me, but like once Mind Shield levels up, I think it finishes at level 4, then I'll probably pop magnet in there. Alright, so we are a little bit almost done with this. But yeah, that was Evan, who plays Vexen in Chain of Memories, and then Never Again. And I think his character is so much more important than he should. Like, as in, I don't think he should have been killed in spoiler in Chain of Memories. He was super important. I think he definitely had more stuff to do.
Take me with you.
I can't do that, Ven.
Why not?
When I really need you, Ven, I know you'll be there.
Well, why wouldn't I? You're my friend.
Yeah. You're right. Thanks, Ven. When I really need you, Ven, I know you'll be there.
I better tell Aqua.
So this is more or less the entire... I'm gonna skip these guys. I'm so fucking sick of fighting those flying ones. This is more or less the entire area. Or the entire... the Radiant Garden. I think Ventus can access most of it. There's only one area, and I'm not even sure if you can go back to that area, that Terra can access the camps. But I don't know if Terra can access the front gates, so I think Ventus has the most mobility.
Aqua!
Ven! Were you able to find him?
Yeah, but... he's gone.
Right. Then I can't stay here.
Let me go with you, Aqua.
No, Ven. Do as I say and go home.
Why won't you let me?
I don't want to put you in harm's way. You understand?
Sad Ventus thing is sad.
Giving up already? Come on, Ven. I thought you were stronger than that.
Ven, you almost had him. Just try it again.
Hey, wait. You're teaming up now? Ven, you see all those dents and nicks you got?
Each one of those is proof you're learning.
You're trying too hard to move your body. You need to learn to let your body move you. Right? In your hand, take this blade. And so long as you have the makings, then through this simple act of taking, its wielder you shall one day be made.
What's that about? Who went and made you master?
Being a Keyblade master is all I've dreamed about.
Well, you're not the only one.
I know. You, me, and Ven all share the same dream.
This yours?
Lee, we don't have time for this.
Lighten up, Isa. It'll only take a sec. You still play with toy swords? That's cute. Now this right here, ta-da! What do you think?
I still don't know how you would have fought with
You're
those.
just jealous. I'm Lee. Got it memorized? What's your name? Ventus. Okay, Ventus, let's fight. Fight? Why would I want to do that? You scared of losing? Come on. Hope you're ready. Yeah, now we're talking. You're gonna be sorry. You had enough? Because I'm willing to call it a draw if you are.
Axel is so amazing. Lee, Axel, whatever you want to call him.
Right. From where I stood, the only thing you drew was a big L on your forehead for loser, lame, laughable.
What? Isn't this the part where you cheer me up or something? You're just having a bad day, or that's what you get for pulling your punches. Some friend.
Oh, you mean I was supposed to lie?
You see what I gotta put up with? Sure hope you don't have friends like him. Huh?
Lee, we have to go.
Okay. Already? I'll see you when I see you. After all, we're friends now. Get it memorized.
Okay, Lee. What is it with you and picking up stray puppies?
I want everybody I meet to remember me. Inside people's memories, I can live forever.
I know I won't forget you. Believe me, I try all the time.
See? I'm immortal.
You're obnoxious.
You ready?
Well, I can tell you are.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Knowing who your friends are.
Alright, we get Frolic Flame, which is actually a pretty cool looking Keyblade. I think it's pretty good to use too. I think I used this for a bit anyway. Alright, we have Disney Time, which is optional, Olympus Coliseum, which is pretty quick, Deep Space, which is pretty quick, and then after that unlocks Neverland, which is a bit longer, but not too bad. Alright, let me see if I can equip my new Keyblade. I think it's worth it. Yeah, it's more balanced. I don't think it has an ability or anything, but you can use it for a bit. I think I typically use either this one or the Olympus Coliseum one after this, but I never remember. Alright, so that was a pretty long and lengthy part, so I'll save here, and we can continue next time. The interesting thing about this is that Ventus's character arc kind of shifts at this point, where he stops, oh, I don't want to say over that one, that would be bad. He stops searching for Terra, like now he's just going to new worlds, just kind of like wandering, because he just doesn't want to go home. Which honestly I think is a pretty good reason to keep going, where he just doesn't want to go home. He doesn't want to prove Aqua wrong, he doesn't want to prove that he's not as strong. So he goes in search of friendship, and he finds it in each different world he visits, and then the finale kicks off. So I haven't decided if I want to continue with Ventus from right now, or if I want to go and play the other two, like Aqua and Terra, and get them to the midpoint, just to get the beginning out of the way, and not have to do it again. Let me know what you guys think. I think it might be a decent idea to just take a break from Ventus for a little bit, and then come back once everyone's past Hollow Bastion, or Radiant Garden. Let me know, especially if you made it to the end of this video, because that would make, you one of like the 3 who did. So, thank you, and I will see you guys next time.